Good evening and welcome to the Elk Grove Park District Park Board of Commissioners. It is Thursday, October 13th, 2022. I'd like to call to order this regular Park Board meeting. Kathy, can I please have a roll call?
Vice President Biecki,
Here?
Commissioner Carlson,
Here.
Commissioner Wells,
Here.
Commissioner O'Malley,
I'm here, Kathy.
and President Cook is absent.
Approval of the minutes for September 29th, 2022, Committee of the Whole, and September 29th, 2022, the regular meeting. Can I please have a voice vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Kathy, 4-0. Public communication, do we have any comments from the audience?
No comments tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Any correspondence from commissioners or staff? Okay. Recommendation for acceptance and approval. Approval for the agreement and execution and delivery thereof. Burke LLC of Rosemont, Illinois as construction manager for Fox Run Hole Number 18 project. Can I please have a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Walls and a second by Commissioner Carlson. Can I please have a roll call, please?
Actually, I got a question about, I think I talked to Ben or Brad or both. Can you explain what this is and then what we spoke of about possibly doing something that whole on our own? Where does this fall in?
So
Maybe
this is the shoreline stabilization because we lost,
between 10 and 18.
yeah, we lost, no, it's 18. It's along the car path. We lost all of that gabion basket.
Right, 10's
Ex-
T-box, I should say.
Yeah, so this is not 10 T-box. This is actually on the middle of the fairway on 18.
Yeah.
And we lost all that gabion baskets and the rock and it all washed out and we have the exposed storm structures which have come apart at least once. So this will repair that whole shoreline on 18 and re-shore it up and secure it so it doesn't do that again.
And what was the price on this one? I should have read that. But
148,215.
Not to exceed 148,250.
Yeah.
Which actually should be in, the amount should be in the actual motion.
Okay. So the talk of anything after that is something completely separate.
Right.
Understood.
Yep. Yeah, we have to look at shoreline stabilization in some of the holes. We also have to look at pond dredging, and that's part of a plan that we're looking at, Jeremy, to provide for the future. Because those two things are some things that we need to do, I think, at the golf course in the future.
I have a question also. All right, we know how we're coming to the price with Martin being the low bidder. How are we coming across how Burke themselves are running it? Did they put in a bid to be the general contractor or the construction manager? Did we handpick them? Did we interview multiple people to say, Burke, you're the one? How do we come up with Burke and not some other construction manager?
So we had really good success with Burke when we used them for the stream bank stabilization over at Salt Creek. And I felt comfortable moving forward since we have a relationship with them. I feel like they really do a nice job. Like I said, the Salt Creek project was a testament to their abilities, and the project was very smooth. And this is a little bit different than we've done in the past. Similar to that, it's a design build. So we would have to hire an engineering firm, which you've gotten some proposals from them, and we decided to couch it into a one project similar to like the Salt Creek. So, Bill, we felt really comfortable with going. We didn't discuss it with any other engineering firms. This is right up Christopher Burke's alley and what they do, and we feel really good about them as a company. And yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Do we need to modify this, with state not to exceed $148,215?
I think yes. I would think
Okay.
Tom Hoffman would want us to.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it again and ask for a motion and a second again, having it modified. I'm asking for a motion and a second for approval of the agreement and execution and delivery thereof Burke LLC of Rosemont, Illinois as construction manager for the Fox Run Hole Number 18 project not to exceed $148,215. Can I please have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Walls, second by Commissioner Carlson. Kathy, can I please have a roll call?
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
and Vice President Pielke.
Yes. Items of information, leisure services update, Tiffany Green.
Thank you. So over in Leisure Services, the Adult Senior Center is up to 256 members as of the end of September. They held their annual rummage sale September 16th and 17th. It was very successful. They held an annual September luncheon called Seniors Got Talent, and they had 77 participants this year. And they had another very successful adult trip to Fitzgerald's Fish Boil in Lake Geneva with 54 participants. And aquatics, swim team started back up, and our numbers have doubled from the summer. The youth team reaching 18 swimmers, and the team is at 42 swimmers. And for the month of September, we had 890 aqua wellness participants. For adult athletics, the Fall Bags League kicked off at Fox Run with a record number of 40 teams filling the league. We have our fall pickleball classes. The first beginner class filled with 19, so we opened up a second class that had 14 adults. And the intermediate class just kicked off October 3rd with 15 registrants. For youth instruction, tennis filled with 29 students for fall session 1. Tumbling Times had a successful fall session 1 with 132 participants, and Hot Shots with 66 participants. For youth athletic leagues, fall baseball, softball, and football will be wrapping up their seasons mid-October, and registration for basketball is open through October 16th. In cultural arts, we currently have 20 private music lesson students who are preparing for the holiday recital in November. We also recently casted for Descendants Junior. We have 26 junior cast members and 12 Rising Stars participants for the production. Fall dance registration has increased by 10% this year. Our numbers are currently at 354 for recital, non-recital, private lesson, and baton class offerings. In early childhood, preschool is in full swing with 134 total students. Registration is still open for the 22-23 school year. The TWOS program kicked off a few weeks ago with 55 registrations. In fitness, our group fitness classes continue to grow in popularity. For total participants for the month of September, we are at 1,190. Personal training was at 134 sessions for the month, and September was our no enrollment fee month, and we gained 71 new members. Museum hosted Pioneer Day on September 17th with approximately 100 in attendance, and museum attendance for the year is currently at 484. For September rentals, we had a total of 43 for the month, and Garden Terrace hosted a craft show with over 200 patrons coming to shop with 19 different vendors. For our before and after school club, we had 1,956 registrations for the month of September, and Kids Club registration is still open for the 22-23 school year. For our fall special events, we had our Pirates Cove camp out September 9th with 32 families sleeping over at Pirates Cove. We hosted our fall carnival September 18th with several hundred guests that enjoyed live music, inflatables, balloon art, face painting, games, and more. For our upcoming events for the community, October 14th, we have H2O. October 15th, Doggy Trick or Treat. October 21st, Halloween Fest. October 28th, Tween Halloween. November 9th, an adult trip to see White Christmas at Fireside Theater. November 11th, a murder mystery dinner at Garden Terrace. Also November 11th, a parents' night out at Pavilion Aquatics Center. Also November 11th, Martin Staggs from 6 to 8 at the museum. And November 12th is our holiday craft show from 9 to 1 at Garden Terrace. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Tiffany. Does any commissioners have any questions for Tiffany? Okay, up next, Parks and Planning update, Mark Cosbett.
Thanks. All Parks and Planning staff have been working hard to wrap up the season and prepare for the colder months. Board staff has been setting up fall displays at various facilities like Hattendorf Pavilion and the Administration Building. Facility staff has been winterizing water fountains and all the pools. The plant of the month is garden mouse. They're in a lot of our fall displays. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Mark. Does any commissioners have any questions for Mark?
If I come up with a date for Commissioner Souter's thing, does it matter to you? Are we ready to have the date? Is everything on your guys' end ready?
Yeah, we're ready. The project is complete.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Next up, business services update, Brad Schultz.
The district is still hiring. Positions are posted on our website. You can apply on there. So please visit that to look at the job openings. The weather is starting to turn, but the golf course is still open. We got a lot of events scheduled. Coming up, October 28th is the Halloween Scramble, and there are still openings for that. And the return of the turkey shootout is on November 12th. Spots are filling up fast for that. Also, we're partnering with Fitness Center on Friday after Thanksgiving for a quick 5K run around the course. We tried that before and it was really successful, so we're excited about that. We want to thank all the patrons for coming out this season. Obviously, we're going to keep the course open until the weather is finalized or makes the turn for the worst. But we're very excited with the new facility, how it turned out, and there were some bumps and bruises along the way, but overall, the patrons are really taking to it, and staff's done an amazing job. Now is a great time to mention or look at booking some simulator time with the change in the weather and the sun going down a little earlier than we would all like. So those are available to book online as well. The driving range will close after this weekend, so Sunday will be the final day at the driving range. IT is busy integrating our new cybersecurity measures, and I want to thank staff from the Leisure Services, Parks and Planning, and Marketing departments for all their hard work on budgets. We had a lot of preliminary meetings this week and wrapped those up, so we're off to a good start, and hopefully we'll get that finalized within the next couple of weeks. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Brad. Does any commissioners have any questions for Brad?
Why the driving range closing?
Just the weather. Typically, we usually close this time of year. Forecast, the lows get so low, and by the time it warms up, it's only warm for an hour or two, and then the majority of our people come from that, 4 o'clock on, and it's dark by 6, 5, yeah. So
5.
and cold, so.
Okay, thank you so much. Marketing and communications update, Kelly Carbon.
September 17th was the Elk Grove Hometown Parade, and the Park District was well represented with some of our athletic groups, as well as we had a float highlighting our dance program and passed out some fun giveaways for the theme of the parade. We also will be promoting our Pavilion Fitness and Fox Run golf links at the upcoming Makers Wanted Expo on October the 17th at Elk Grove High School. And that is a free event for people to attend in the afternoon from 1 to, I believe it's 1 to 4. And we will be there representing the Park District. And recently we celebrated World Teachers Day on October the 5th. And we had a great post that we had put out on social media highlighting our very own preschool instructors. And we had a lot of engagement within a very short amount of time with that. So we're really proud of our great instructors that we have at the preschool, and we just wanted to highlight that. Also, we will be hosting a Elk Grove Parks Foundation meeting on October 18th here in this room at 4:30. So if there are any community members that might be interested in learning more about the foundation and how they can get involved as a volunteer, we would welcome them to join us here at 4:30 on Tuesday. And last but not least, we will have winter registration coming up in December. I know we're still in October, but prior to that, if you do not have an online registration account, a household account, it would really be a good idea to stop by the pavilion or to set one up so that you would have access to do online registration from the comfort of your own home without having to come into the Park District to register. So if you need help with that prior to the 1st, before we kick off for our winter programs, I would recommend folks setting that up.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Does any commissioners have any questions for Kelly? Okay, Executive Director update, Ben Curcio.
Thank you, Commissioner Biecki. I have one quick update just to thank staff, reiterate what Brad said. Today was the last budget meetings. We've been meeting pretty regularly the last couple months, and I just want to thank staff for all their hard work they put into getting these budgets together. Brad and I ask a lot of good questions, and they have a lot of good answers, and so I'm looking forward to presenting the finalized budget to the board in December. And that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Does any commissioners have any questions for Ben? Okay, moving on. Old business. Does any commissioners have any old business or staff? Okay, does any commissioners or staff have any new business? Okay, on to payment of the bills. September 29, 2022, in the amount of $297,117.91. October 6, 2022, in the amount of $157,422.15. And October 7th, 2022, P cards in the amount of $179,771.52. Can I please have a motion?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Wall, second by Commissioner Carlson. Kathy, can I please have a roll call?
Commissioner Wells?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Vice President Bianchi?
Yes. 4-0, thank you. At this time, I'd like to adjourn to closed session for the purpose of discussing personnel per 2C1. Does anyone have any questions? Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wall, second by Commissioner Carlson. We are now adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
That's a roll call.
Like 3 minutes?
I did.